All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? Ron Placone here, reporting for Status Coup. We are live. We just watched Shawn Fain's live stream, which the big news is they're going to make the electric plants union. And I'm here with Johan, who is a UAW member and a Status Coup viewer, which, first of all, smash that like button. Show the like button who's boss. We've been out here 22 days. It's my first day. John's been out here all 22 days. Jordan just left. Jordan took the heat wave with him, which was nice of him. We're getting some lovely autumn weather now, you know. So, Johan, how long have you been with the UAW?
11 years now.
So how are you feeling after the live stream today? You were a little animated. I love
Wow, I'm very, very excited and hopeful. Never expected the companies to move in the right direction so quickly. So it proves that labor in this country is very much alive. And we are fighting for the entire middle class and working class of this country. And it's very, very refreshing knowing that that we have the right people at the top leading the way.
So what was your biggest takeaway today out of everything you just said? You know, like they're moving in the right direction. The electric plants are going to be unionized. Like what was kind of your biggest, moment?
That's at the very top. What you just said is securing the new plans for the transition under the master agreement. That is a big, enormous win. It's something that, I mean, it's secure the job for the people in the community here in Michigan. You know what I mean? They're staying around, and we are the actual workers that are going to fill those positions.
So in your 11 years, let's talk a little bit about the work itself. You know, it's very, very demanding. It's very, very taxing on your body. Can you speak to some of that?
Yeah, in my 11 years in the company, I already had hernia surgery, plantar fasciitis in both my feet, tendonitis in both my hands, 7 staples in my head, and a pinched nerve in my neck. My ex-girlfriend, I have to bring it up. I love her though. She had 4 surgeries in the last 2 years, 3 in her wrist and 1 in her neck. And the company, after they cover the first surgery, now they're booting it out. They don't want to put her on workers' comp. She's working basically under the influence of pain pills so she can go through the day, and that's the sad reality of the life in the shop floor. If we don't secure our retirement insurance, we're basically working for nothing, because by the time we retire, we're all going to be hurting, handicapped, basically, most of the time. So we are basically in line to be the victims of knee replacements, hip replacement, rotator cuff surgeries, neck surgeries. That's our life, you know. And a life without a retirement security there's no savings that are hold the amount of treatment that you're gonna need when you're out of the company. You know?
Well, that's incredible. And so when you report stuff like this, and what your ex-girlfriend has gone through and what you've gone through, and then you hear the CEOs of these companies saying, "Oh, we're like a big family," how does that make you feel?
It's just basically very disheartening. Even the fact that on top of all the money that they take home, they still get a pension at retirement. Isn't that unbelievable? A guy that is raking up, maybe if he stays in the company for 10 years, he will retire with maybe $200 million in his pocket. You know what I mean? And on top of that, he gets a pension that he doesn't even need. So how come a guy, or all of us that are working for 30 years are not entitled to get your retirement with dignity, that you can just provide for your family after you're done? Because I'm not going to be able to even go to Walmart to greet people. I'm not going to be able to walk, you know? And that's basically what we're fighting for, the core values of the UAW. You know, if we read the Constitution of the UAW, there is lining up all of the benefits that we all should get in equal ways. It doesn't, there's no tiers written there. There's none of that. And that's basically our biggest fight, to end the tiers, not just the wage tiers, but the benefits and everything. We should be all made whole.
So what's kind of a summary of all the demands that you want to see happen at the end?
Well, I see that, it's everything that he's saying. We need the wage because we've been falling behind for a 20% inflation. It's eating us alive. So a 20% raise is basically covering for inflation. We're not getting a raise unless they put, of course, we're getting the COLA. But if you think about that, the COLA is just going to put $1 for the last 15 years. So no, I think it should be a fair deal. If we started at 46, 30%, I think should be the point that we should meet on. On top of that, job security is at the top of the chain. Job security, wage security, retirement security benefits, right? Pensions and insurance, and then ending the tiers, the progression to become a full-time employee. That's core of the union.
Yeah, because what they'll do is they'll make people temp workers for an extended period of time so they can screw them over more. Did that happen to you?
8 years. It took me 8 years to become a top pay. 8 years, and it's not fair because the way they had the system, as of right now, the way they got the system for somebody to retire is all about 401ks. But if you're not making the money in your first 8 years of your career, by the time you retire, you're not going to have enough pay there, Because I couldn't contribute more than 4% even right now that I'm at top pay because I got my mortgage and child support and all of that stuff, right? And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. So if I get defined retirement benefits, then I wouldn't have to worry about the company having to match a savings account that I can't even rely on because it's all tied up to Wall Street. If the economy crashes, my 401k can have $1 million today and $100,000 tomorrow, and that's the reality of it.
So Shawn on the live stream said, "Hey, we're making good progress. We're not at the finish line yet, though." How soon do you think we're going to get to this finish line? Where are you at confidence-wise?
Whatever it takes, brothers and sisters, one day longer, one day stronger. And we're going to hold it up until everything is laid out for the well-being of our union. Solidarity.
Right on, man. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There we go. That was awesome. That was awesome. How are you, Status Coup fam? Smash the like button. We'll be getting to your super chats, too, if you got them. And please, if you are able, please consider joining us here at Status Coup. We are the only outlet that has been here for the duration. This is day 22 that we've been covering the UAW strike. We know how important this story is. This is a generational labor struggle that has impact not just even in the United States, really around the world. This is an international struggle, and this is connected to everything, and we know how important it is to be out here, but we could not do it without your help. So please, you can go to statuscoup.com/join. You can join for $5 or $10. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. That was... Oh, it's still going. That's... Oh, my God. It's... All right. It just took out the... Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. All right. Okay.
Windy here today.
Yeah. That, All right, well, let that be a warning to the scabs. I don't know what else can you say. It's like, hey, try to join us. Yeah, there we go. This is one of the CEOs. We're going to get some live. There we go. All right. Wow. Sorry, folks. That was, we're doing it live. They got it. They're in solidarity. Man. The Midwest wins, huh? I was just saying earlier how, like, hey, the heat wave's gone. Like, yeah, but there's a...
Let's see if we can get another one, somebody's reaction.
A house is going to fly down on the wicked CEO of the West any minute. I don't know.
Yeah, right here,
Excuse me, will you do an interview with us, please? Oh, wonderful. So what is your name?
Ayana.
Ayana, how long have you been with the UAW?
Since May.
Since May?
Yes.
So how has your experience been so far? Like, did you see this strike coming?
Honestly, I kind of did because I hadn't been here that long. And with the pay and the conditions and the things that I've seen going on, I'm like, yeah, we definitely have to strike, being that I'm in TFT and I only make $16.78. I just couldn't see that as reality. So I didn't have a history with Ford. So, yeah, I seen it coming.
So today, did you get to see most of the live stream today? So he said that the electric plants are going to be unionized. That was something they didn't think was going to be possible. Ford's coming to the table more. Were you inspired by today? Or do you feel things are going in the right direction?
I feel that everything's going in the right direction, and I'm definitely inspired. I feel that with our new leadership, things are going to get taken care of, and we're going in the right direction. I'm ready to get back to work so we can all be as one in a family and have like equal pay.
Yeah, when they say when the big CEOs say like, oh, we're a family and things like that, yet they're not paying people fairly, they're not treating people right, people are having heart attacks on the line and you have to just push them aside. How does that kind of rhetoric make you feel?
I don't like it because we do go in as family because these are my co-workers. Right. So we take care of each other. And when it comes to pay, it doesn't feel like family, but I still have to take in consideration of the people that came before me. So we try to stick together. So they fight for us and we fight for them as far as our retirees and the TFTs and the legacy workers.
How important do you think this struggle is going to be, like in the big scheme of things? Like, is this a generational fight?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Is this like a generational fight, like this struggle right now?
It definitely is a generational fight because we come in, a lot of our family work here. I have coworkers, their kids come here, they work, their grandparents worked here, their parents worked here, and so on and so forth. So some of us will never see a pension if we do get it back. But it's no reason for us not to fight for the next generation behind us to get the things that we deserve.
So let's talk about just the work itself. Like a lot of the work, it's very demanding. There's a lot of wear and tear on your body. Can you speak to some of that?
I can. I've only been there since May, but some of the jobs get repetitive. Even though you're switching around, you're working in hot conditions. It could be cooler, snow, things of that nature, but it wears on your body. If I'm constantly using a torque gun and it's jerking my elbow, I would like to have a retirement insurance to make sure that I can take care of my body once I retire. So, yeah, a lot of the jobs are very tedious on your body. You're using, like I said, torque guns, drills. It just depends on the job, or you're picking up metal. I work in body shop. So if I'm installing a floor panel, it's two of us picking up this big panel, walking it over, and you're putting it on the machine, or I'm slapping other parts on the machine. After a while doing that, 5 days a week, over a course of 2, 3, 4 years, and so on and so forth, your body's going to break down.
And do you feel like one of the things the company needs to do is to make sure they take care of employees medically? I mean, we're hearing stories of the company not covering surgeries that employees need and things like that.
You know, when you put in your dedication to ensure that numbers are met, cars are being rolled off, and customers are happy, I think you need to take a step back and look at the people that actually build the cars for the people who drive. So, yeah, you definitely should take care of your employees. It's not like we're not expendable. You can't just throw us to the curb just because I gave you 10, 20 years and now I can't use my arm, my legs are messed up, my back, and things of that nature. So healthcare is very important.
So one of our members actually emailed us. They are a UAW worker, and they said one of the things the companies are doing now is they're just letting the lines go understaffed, and they're expecting people to do more and more. They're even having people from other departments just filling in on the lines, and they don't really know what they're doing, and it's making life on the line just so much more difficult for the workers. Have you experienced anything like that?
I have. I am a TFT, so I would be the worker that they call when they're short-staffed. I work in the body department, and I'm sent to a whole different department like paint, and I'm the one that's on the line that's going to have to fill in for the worker that called off, that I'm just learning this job short term. And it could put a strain on the line, but hey, you have to fill a body. And you're not going to be able to fill bodies if you're not going to pay them. So if I'm working body, paint, stamping day to day, when someone calls off, I'm there and I'm making I can make $15 to $20 less than the person sitting next to me doing the same job. And I don't know from day to day where I'm going to be at because I'm a TFT. So, yeah.
So what are some of like the biggest highlighted demands here that you all want to see happen at the end of all this?
Pensions. I think everyone deserves a pension. Working in the automotive industry is very tedious on your body. It's mentally draining because you're sitting here. You have to make sure these vehicles are put together correctly for the safety of the customer. That's where recalls come in. If you have us working here and I'm only making $16.67 and I'm working nonstop, it could be anywhere from 5 to 7 days a week. Wow. You know, at some point you have to sit back and say, well, hold on. If I'm sitting here making this little bit of money and I got the person next to me, my body's breaking down, I don't know where I'm going day to day. Hey, you got to take those things into consideration.
Is that typical to have to work up to 7 days a week?
Well, not right now. Not when I first came in, but I've heard stories of that, and I've seen with, like, was it Chrysler, GM, Ford does the same things. Like, once we end this strike, I'm pretty sure we're going to be on 7 days, 10 hours. So, me being new, I haven't experienced, but my coworkers have.
So some people were working 10-hour days, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I haven't had to do it yet.
No, I know. I mean, I was just like, just hypothetically, like, I can't imagine it.
Dedication and to put to have a decent living.
Yeah.
Sometimes at this point right now, you have to. It would be nice if I could get 7 days with my pay. I don't want to do it, but to pay my bills, it's either work 7 days or find another job or supplement something else in your life. And I think it's about time. All of us aren't high school age. Some of us won't ever see a pension, so we need to have a stable living to be able to retire comfortably and to take care of our bodies at the end of the day, because you will tear your body down working in the manufacturing.
What's kind of the main takeaway you want the public to know about this strike?
I want the public to know that we're fighting for equality, good pay. Right now, some of us are living we're in poverty. The middle class is gone. It's either you have it or you don't. And right now we're at the point where we don't have it. So I want everyone to know that we're not just out here being spoiled brats. We're out here really fighting to pay our bills, take care of our families, have something to retire with. Not just, okay, I put in my 30 years with Ford, I'm going to go in the corner and just wither away. We don't want to do that. If you're making record profits, it's time to share a little bit of that. We're not trying to get rich. We're trying to live. We're trying to be stable. We're trying to pay our bills, take care of our families, send our kids to school.
Well, thanks for talking to us. Solidarity. Thank you very much. So there you have it. People just want to live. They just want to live.
So people know we're in front of the Ford.
Yeah, we're in front of the Ford, Michigan plant here, right outside of Detroit. We're in Wayne, Michigan. And tomorrow we'll be in Chicago, by the way. Can I announce that now? Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be in Chicago for the big union event. We're in Wayne, Michigan today. Smash that like button. We will get to your super chats. And also, I know I started saying this, and then the tent blew away. You know what it was? The tent wanted to be a member. It was an over-enthusiastic tent. But please, if you are able, please do consider signing up over at Status Coup. Journalism takes a lot of resources. It takes logistics. It takes planning. It takes finances. It's not easy to be out here, but we really want to be out here. But we couldn't be if it wasn't for your support. So thank you so much to our members who made this possible. You let us be out here for 22 days which has been so amazing. Shout out to John. John's been out here for all 22 of them. I have not been, but John has been. So kudos to John. He's been holding down the fort for 22 days and counting. Jordan, I just replaced Jordan Cheriton, who took the heat wave with him. He took the heat wave. I got the windstorm. But it's actually the weather outside of the crazy gust of wind we just got. The weather's been quite pleasant so far. There was a little bit of rain yesterday. Clear and sunny today, so yeah, it's been nice in that regard. But please, you can join for $5 to $10 a month. That's 16 cents a day at the $5 level, or 33 cents a day at the $10 level. If that's something you can spare, please do consider statuscoup.com/join. You get a members-only call, all kinds of neat perks, and you're helping us do this. You're helping us bring journalism to you. We're the only outlet in the country that does this. Literally, we're it. We're the only one that does this type of on-the-ground reporting, but we want to do it. We want to be here, so please help us do our thing.
All the other news outlets were out here before the live stream, and now they're all gone.
Yeah. Some of the news outlets stopped by for the live stream, which hey, at least they're doing something. But then they kind of go, we stay. We talk to people, we get their stories, and we don't just come when the live streams are happening. We're here all the time, bringing this story from start to finish. You know, the same way that we did out in East Palestine, the same way that we did out in Flint, that Jordan did out in Flint, the same way we do with the coverage Tina does in Los Angeles. We really bring these stories to you from the ground, and then sometimes corporate outlets take our stuff and just use it. Sometimes that happens, but yeah, that's what we do here, and we could not do it without you. So please, if you are able, statuscoup.com/join.
Read out the first readout. Go to
All right. Okay. All right. We got some super chats. We'll get to that. Things are thinning out here a little bit, but we'll try to get some more people to talk to us.
I'm just going to show.
John's going to do a little bit of the coverage here. John on the ones and twos. Things are thinning out a little bit here because the pizza has come and gone. There was pizza a little bit earlier. Now this was not appeasement pizza, if you know what I mean. This was not the bosses going, here's some pizza. This works better than a pension, right? No, it doesn't. This was solidarity pizza. This was union purchased pizza, and they offered some to us, which was very, very kind. We of course, you know, we did our own thing, you know, but that was very kind. Very, very, very welcoming, warm bunch here. And $25 from Andy. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you. That helps us stay on the ground here. And Tony, thank you very, very much for the very, very generous donation here. Tony gave $100. Thank you so much, Tony. You help keep us on the air here. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Tony. And we got some members here. We got Larry. Larry is a new member. We also got new members, Frank Greenan, hope I'm saying that right. D Squared, what's up? Hope Dotson, Dallin Shields, and we got some more super chats here. Ariana Negron, hi Ron. Hi Ariana, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We got Fly Chomper Fly. What's up, Fly Chomper Fly? Good to see you as always. Tony D, what's up, Tony? Ron Placone is on the ground. Thank you for that, Tony. I am on the ground. Love seeing you, Ron. Thank you very much for that. Love being seen. And Armando Rivera with another super chat for $4.99. So thank you, Armando. Thank you, Tony D, Fly Chopper Fly, Ariana, Tony, Andy, and of course our new members, D Squared, Frank Greenan, Hope Dodson, Dallin Shields, and Larry. And we'll be checking in periodically with all this. We'll be checking in, so please do send a super chat if you're able. Please do join us if you're able. It helps us stay here on the ground. We got the fire pit going. We got that's the mascot. That's the scab mascot. And yeah, we'll try to get some more interviews here. Try to talk to some people, see if they want to talk to us. Excuse me, sir. Could we interview you? No? Okay. All right.
Maybe the ladies at the end.
Okay. Excuse me. Could we interview you?
Oh, not today.
Not today? Okay.
That's the interviewer right there. I'm just watching the baby watch the TV.
Oh, okay.
Do we?
Yeah, we already interviewed. Yeah.
Let's go down here.
All right.
Just say.
All right. So we're gonna see who else wants to talk to us here. Things have been thinning out a little bit, but folks have been out here all morning. And you're behind me?
Yep.
All right. Would you like to speak to us, sir? You haven't spoken to us yet. Can we speak to you, please? Just a little bit. Come on, Mike. Come on. Just a little bit.
What station is
So this is for Status Coup. We're an online news network. And, we just want to talk about why you're here. Yeah. All right. Thank you. So Mike is your name, I gather. And how long have you been with the UAW?
33 years. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, so how? First of all, let's start with today. Did you get to watch some of Shawn's live stream? And they did. They had that win where some of the electric plants are going to be union. They thought that wasn't going to happen, but it is happening. How'd you feel overall about today's stream? Are you inspired? Are you feeling good? Are things going in the right direction?
Well, I mean, I have to say that it's amazing when you can say you're wrong, because I didn't vote for Shawn Fain, but I'm glad he's our leader. He's doing a fabulous job of leading us. And I mean, it's good to admit when you're wrong, but I think he's doing an awesome job of inspiring, organized labor. One of the things that's amazing to me about this is that people who don't understand what we're fighting for everybody. If the UAW wins, the country wins. I mean, people don't understand that, but it's...
So how would you explain it to them? Like when you say, hey, when the UAW wins, the country wins. How would you break that down for people who don't understand that?
Well, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, unions are only in about 7% of U.S. companies, but we influence almost all the shops. I mean, when we get a contract, it influences what other companies do, even if they're not represented by organized labor. And so the power of organized labor is pretty much in your face. I mean, people don't understand. I mean, the company fears unions because we fight for people's right to be compensated at a rate that's fair. We're not asking for anything that we don't deserve or have earned. And people ask, do you guys think you deserve those raises? They never ask billionaires if they deserve a bill to be. I mean, nobody's ever asked Elon Musk. Nobody's ever asked Elon Musk if he deserved to have $300 billion. Nobody ever asks him that. But they always ask organized labor, do we think we deserve a 40% raise? Yes. Because the bottom line is, if we would have never gave back the cost of living allowance, we'd be making $45, $50 an hour now. And so really at $30 an hour, we're making a couple of dollars more than minimum wage for a company that's earning billions of dollars. And so if without organized labor, we wouldn't have health care. No companies would have health. The companies have never given us anything that we have not fought for. I mean, without organized labor, we wouldn't have health care. We wouldn't have a living wage. We wouldn't have minimum wage. We wouldn't have vacation time. We wouldn't have a 40-hour work week. All of that was organized at or won at a bargaining table. Never have companies given us anything. If you don't demand it, they don't give it. So that's, I mean,
So in 33 years, like, how have you seen the labor movement change, and what are your thoughts on where it's at now?
Well, I mean, the problem is that, I mean, the numbers of organized laborers are shrinking. I mean, we only have, 150,000 members in the UAW now, when we used to have 3 times that, more than that. I mean, what we really need to do is go to the service workforce now. What I've seen is that we're losing membership, but we still have power. And so, power is what makes companies give raises and fair wages and cost of living allowance. That's it, power. And so the strike is the form of power that we as organized laborers have. And so it's ridiculous to me that people think that companies have given us something. No, they haven't. They only give you what you demand for.
So let's talk about the work itself. Like, in your 33 years on the job, how has the work been demanding on your body?
Well, I mean, that's the other thing people don't understand. They think that we're fat cats that don't do much but ask for everything, when most people don't even know what it's like to stand 10 hours a day on an assembly line. I mean, 10, 12 hours a day of standing and asking people permission to go to the bathroom. I mean, that's what it's like to work on an assembly line. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. We just want it to be fair. I mean, the other thing that organized labor has done was increase safety levels in plants. Companies did not do that without. I mean, people are dying in plants. And so the work conditions have definitely gotten better because of unions like the UAW coming to the table and demanding that the shop be a safe place to work, as well as being a place that is fair. And so here we are 33 years later, and we're still at it.
So today, Shawn said that we're making a lot of progress, but we're not quite at the finish line yet. When do you think we'll get to that finish line? How confident are you that we're closer than further away, or are you not confident?
We're definitely closer than we were 3 weeks ago when we started. I mean, I have to be honest with you. When we gave up the cost of living allowance, which I don't know how we ever did that, but I didn't think we would ever get that back in my lifetime. And yet we're here, and we're almost to that point where we've got the company giving us a significant raise, cost of living allowance back, and the whole notion of everybody making the same amount of money. I mean, a tier system should have been illegal. There's no way that 2 people should work and do the same job and get a different level of pay. That's just incredible that has happened all these years. I mean, it's as bad as women making less than men. I mean, how can that happen where we have all these tiers and people doing the same job but making a different wage? It looks like we're about to win equal pay for everybody. So I think we've made some progress, but I don't think we're completely there yet.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us, Mike. That was awesome. Solidarity, man.
All right, baby.
Cheers.
Don't edit my...
No. We're live, man. You're good. We are live. Anything else you want the internet to know? All right, thanks for doing it. I appreciate you. Cheers. Okay. Can we speak to you guys about the stream today? Do you mind?
So it's Status Coup on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah. Status Coup on YouTube. Status Coup. Yeah. Yeah.
Status Coup.
Just yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just right on YouTube, and yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for doing it. Thanks for talking to us.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's see if we can talk to Sandy about her reaction to the live stream.
All right. So we had been talking to folks a little pre-live stream. We'll try to catch them post-live stream. Hey, Sandy. Sandy, would you want to talk to us about the live stream? Do you mind?
About what?
About the live stream? Just kind of get your reaction to the live stream. Do you mind?
No.
All right. Oh, thank you. What's up, everybody?
You want to talk to me?
Yeah, no, you're great. Very insightful. We appreciate it very much. Are we live?
Southern accent is.
We're still going. Yeah.
Southern
It's a southern accent. Well, I used to live in Nashville, so it's so it's good for me. Yeah. So we're here with Sandy. We spoke to Sandy earlier before the stream. She was telling us about the protocol when people try to block the trucks, and we're back here with her to get her reaction about the live stream. So how'd you feel about Shawn's live stream today?
I think he's doing a great job. I'm glad that they're negotiating. Hopefully we will get it done and get it settled. I'm glad GM came up with a good thing with the EV. I just want everybody settled and back to work. We don't want to be out here. We want to be working.
So the whole thing with like all the EV plants going union, were you expecting that? Was that kind of like we got one, or?
I expected more of a fight from them.
Okay.
But I'm glad GM gave in. Now Ford and Stellantis need to give in and do what they've got to do it and do it right, you know. So, but yeah, I'm glad they did. But I really did expect a few more weeks of it.
So when Shawn Fain said, "Hey, we made some progress. Here's some of our wins. We're not there yet." How close do you think they are? Do you think they're getting closer? Do you think?
I think they're about 90% there.
Okay.
I do. Just a couple of more little things, and it'll get worked out, and we'll be back in.
Okay.
We'll be building your trucks with a smile on our face.
Do you think that this is a generational struggle for labor?
I do. I think it's, they went through this, in the 50s and 60s. They went through it in the 20s and 30s when the Ford first started up and everything. And it's like it seems like every 30 years we've got to fight for what's right, fight for the working man, fight to get what's right for everybody, and it's our turn. We've got to stand up for the ones that are coming. So yeah.
So I know we talked about this a little bit the last time we spoke to you, but we didn't get all of it on mic, and that's sort of like just the wear and tear that this job has on people, and kind of the way that the employer doesn't always look out for y'all with healthcare and stuff like that. Can you speak to that?
Well, they do look out for you. They send you to medical, which their doctor says there's nothing wrong with you, and send you back home, and then you got to go to your doctor. Then you got to go back and forth, and you get it settled. But they do set you aside. If you have a heart attack, you're pushed to the side and go back to work. They'll be okay. Go back to work. They don't tell you how anybody's doing. They don't tell you, hey, he made it. They don't tell you anything, and you're wondering and worrying. Which I understand that because of HIPAA. That's medical privacy rights. And I understand that, but at least have a little bit of compassion where we can stand there with them, because if somebody's having a heart attack or passes out or damn near passes out, they're scared. They need their coworker right there holding their hand or telling them, I got you, brother. We're with you. We're going to stand with you. And they need to wake up to that. So, yeah.
Well, thanks for chatting us with again. Is there anything? We are live now this time around, so we're live. Is there anything you want the public to know just about the strike in general?
I just want the public to know that we're not doing this for the fun of it. We're doing it for our future kids and grandkids, and for the young ones that are working in here now. I've got 25 years. I've got the pension. We need to have it where they have a good life when they break their bodies down, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So we're not in here trying to cut throat on the rich or anything like that. We're trying to do what's fair is fair, and that's really all it is. What's fair. But thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, so there you have it. That was Sandy. Sandy talked to us twice today. I'm moving back. We good? We got a good shot now. I didn't like. Was that just my torso for a hot minute? People just saw. It was just so like. So I'm Ron Placone here, reporting for Status Coup. We are at the UAW plant in Wayne, Michigan, and which is right outside of Detroit. Ford plant at Wayne, Michigan, with the UAW strike. And of course, they made some announcements today, and some of the big announcements today on the UAW live stream was that all the EV plants are going to be union. That was a pretty big win that they weren't expecting to happen this soon. So the strike is making progress, but there's still a long way to go. Tomorrow we're going to be at a solidarity event in Chicago. So we're all over the Midwest, John and myself, and we're bringing these stories to you. This is day 22. Day 22 of the strike. Status Coup is the only outlet that has been here for all 22 days. We have been here the entire time, and we've been here the entire time. Our members make this possible. So if you are able, please consider becoming a member. You can go to StatusCoup.com/join. You can join for $5 a month or $10 a month. $5 a month, that's 16 cents a day, which I know times are tough for a lot of people. I totally get it. So if that's not you, that's fine. But if that is you and you're thinking, yeah, it's 16 cents a day, yeah, I can swing that, please consider it. It goes to an amazing cause. There is nowhere else in the country doing this. There is nowhere else in the country bringing you on-the-ground stories the way Status Coup is when it comes to this strike, when it comes to what happened in East Palestine, when it comes to water in Flint, when it comes to the different protests and social movements in Los Angeles and elsewhere. Status Coup is on the ground for all that stuff, and we do that because that's what this outlet's all about. But you know what? It takes resources. It's not easy. On-the-ground journalism takes finances. It takes logistics. It takes equipment. It takes, you get it. Rental cars, hotels, meals. It's not easy. That's why most outlets don't do it, because it isn't easy, and it takes resources. But we know it's important to do this stuff. We want to continue doing it, but we can't do it without you. So please, if you are able, StatusCoup.com/join. And it caused a windstorm. That's how important it is. It just caused a windstorm of enthusiasm earlier. What's up, John?
We also have a donation page.
Oh, okay.
If they want to become a member, they go to the donation page, StatusCoup.com/donate.
You can also do a one-time donation, StatusCoup.com/donate. And, of course, you can leave us a super chat. Right now, we're going to get to all your super chats. We're going to get to your chats. Colin is on the ones and twos remotely, feeding us all that. John's here holding the camera. I'm here, and I'm Ron Placone, by the way. A lot of solidarity honks, which I got to say, the solidarity honks make you feel a little good. I feel inspired by the solidarity honks. It is very encouraging. Do we have some more super chats to go through? Let's go ahead and get a check on those. While John is doing that, I will shamelessly mention that for everyone in the Los Angeles area, I got a big show coming up on October 21st. So anyone in the Los Angeles area, I got a show in San Pedro, October 21st. That's a theater comedy series right in my neighborhood, and you can get tickets at ronplacone.com. And John's going to just check on the chat situation here, which, of course, we will get to all of your super chats. For anyone just tuning in, we are here live in Wayne, Michigan. I almost said Indiana. You know what it is? There's Fort Wayne, Indiana, which I've performed at a bunch of times over the years. So I keep wanting to say Fort Wayne, Indiana, which, of course, is incorrect. We're in Wayne, Michigan, which is outside of Detroit. And, okay, here we go. Thank you very much, sir. So, yeah, we're in Wayne, Michigan, the Ford plant, the UAW strike, day 22. We will be in Chicago tomorrow covering a solidarity event with Shawn Fain. He will be there. We're not, directly with him, but you get the idea. So, guys, we've gotten 5 members so far. Our goal is 15. We're trying to get to 15 each day. That will allow us to continue this on-the-ground coverage for you. So, please, if you are able, StatusCoup.com/join. I'll tell you what, too. I'll throw in something. I'll throw it for if we get to 15, I will give all 15 members. I will send you something I will send you something Ron Placone comedy centric. I don't know what exactly at the moment, but yeah, I'll think of something cool. It'll be digital, but I will think of something cool to send to you to kind of sweeten the pot to become a member if we make the goal today. $25 from Jay. Jay, thank you so much. Love the coverage of the workers to hear the voices of my fellow brothers and sisters. It's a shame how all the stories of wrongdoing of the workers are similar across these different plants and companies. I watch while I build these GM trucks, Local 276, Arlington, Texas. Stand Up Strike, Solidarity United, End Corporate Greed. God bless Status Coup. Thank you. Jay, thank you so much for that. And solidarity to you out in Texas with your Local 276. And, yeah, you know, I mean, this isn't just Michigan. This isn't just, you know, this plant or anything like that. This is all over the place. And it's not even, you know, so many strikes that you see around the country, whether it's auto workers, whether it's nurses, whether it's teachers. The one thing they all have in common is, first of all, and this is very frustrating, but this is the reality, people are asking for things they shouldn't even have to ask for. They shouldn't have to ask for safe conditions at work. They shouldn't have to ask for living wages so you can live a dignified life. They shouldn't have to ask for decent health benefits because, I mean, hopefully we reach a day where healthcare is not tied to a job, you know, like every other industrialized country figured out. So hopefully we get to that point. But until we do, you know, we shouldn't have to ask for decent health care to work a job. You know, so it's like all these things are things they shouldn't even have to ask for. Yet teachers have to ask for a manageable class size and resources to do their job. Auto workers have to ask for, you know, a reasonably staffed line and living wages and a cost of living increase and fairness in those industries. So, you know, anyway, solidarity with you, Jay. Thank you so much for being here. Mary, thank you so much. Mary, $50. Thank you, Status Coup. Great to see you, Ron. I love hearing and learning from the people. Solidarity forever. Thank you so much for that, Mary. Thank you for your generosity. And then we got Christine Bark with $4.99. Thank you so much for that, Christine. So Mary, Jay, Christine, thank you so much. And we are at 5 members of 15 members for our membership goal. And yeah, if we reach the 15-member goal, I will send all 15 members, or however many members we get, I will send all 15 members an advance screening of a vertical movie that I just made that's premiering in Rome next week. I just made a vertical movie. It's called Frank Azzurri. It's premiering in Rome next week. I will send a behind, like a screener, basically an unreleased screener, to all the new members who sign up today. So if you sign up today, that's a perk that I'm throwing in. You know, so please, if you are able, statuscoup.com/join. Does anyone else want to talk to us? Do we got some? Let's see if we can get a hat guy. All right. Excuse me, sir. Could we interview you? We're Status Coup.
A few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. You want to do it again? You didn't do it with me.
Okay.
I'm Ron.
Okay, I'm Gary.
Hey, Gary. Good to meet you, my friend. Thank you. Well, thanks for joining us again. Right here? Oh, okay. So I'm here live with Gary, and Gary spoke to us a few weeks ago, but Gary is back. Gary, how are things? How's your reaction to the live stream today? Did you get to catch all of Shawn's live stream?
Yeah,
how did you feel?
Well, I mean, the fight continues. It's not an easy fight. I mean, honestly, I think it should be a bigger fight because I think it would be stronger if everybody was involved at all the 3 companies. But as it is, we got to carry on the fight because it's the only way workers are going to get something out of this contract and get what they deserve. It's going to take a fight, and that's what this is about.
So one of the big pieces today was they were like, hey, all the EV plants are going to be union. Mm-hmm. They expected more of a fight on that. They did get it. Was that a win to you? Were you kind of happy about that, surprised by it? What was your reaction there?
Well, I think the real issue, yes, union recognition is the first thing, of course. But then there's the issue, what are the wages going to be in the battery plants, and even if these jobs can be available for workers who might lose a job at an engine or transmission plant, because you still have to have transfer rights. And number 2, other plants even can be built near where workers get laid off at. So there's a lot of questions. So union recognition is only the first step.
So As this has gone on and it's day 22 and you've been here for a while, how, like, do you feel we're going in the right direction, and how close do you think we are to the finish line?
It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. But the companies, you know, the companies are, they got a lot of money behind them too. That's why I think for the workers, it really have to, in my opinion, have to use all their power we got right now as workers. And if it means striking all three companies 100%, that's what it should take.
Do you think that's what it's going to take?
Yes, I think so. I think that'd be at least a starting point. Yes, for sure.
So how long have you been with the UAW?
Well, actually, I'm retired. Retired from Ford a couple years ago. I worked at Dearborn Truck Plant. I was a union rep out there for a lot of years, and I just retired. But I'm out here supporting these brothers and sisters.
That's awesome of you to do that. Do you feel like this is a generational struggle for labor rights for the future?
Absolutely, absolutely. Workers have been pushed backwards for years, and it's going to take a fight to get back. And this, to me, just a starting point. This has to be a starting point, not the finish point.
So let's speak a little bit about the work itself. You are retired now, but kind of what were kind of the demands on your body for this type of work?
Oh, it's grueling. I mean, it takes years off your life. Working in an auto plant, an assembly plant, it's very exhausting. It breaks your body down. And, you know, to me, that's one of the issues we should be fighting over also, is to make these jobs better, reduce the workloads, because they've been increasing workloads for years. And that should be part of the fight also, to make these jobs more reasonable, because right now they're not.
In what ways are they not reasonable? Could you just kind of tell people watching, like what are some of the details?
I mean, the workloads on these jobs are horrible, where you're doing what used to maybe 20 years ago, you're doing what 2 or 3 people did. One person is doing the work with 2 or 3 people, okay? Then you have these work schedules, which are insane, working 10 to 12 hours a day in some cases, mandatory overtime, working 6 or 7 days a week. It just, it's not, a human body shouldn't have to go through all that.
How do you think, like, how can we kind of reverse this? Like I know you said it's likely going to take a strike at all 3 plants. Do you think it's going to take like a more broad general strike too?
Well, that would be the next step. That would be the next step. That's why I said this is just a starting point. For workers have a lot of power if we use it. We haven't used that power for a lot of years in this country. It's time to use it, and use it all, because we make everything run and we can make everything stop. And that's how you start to change things. Use all that power that we have.
What are some things you want the public to know about this strike that they might not be getting the message about?
Well, I think that hopefully they see it as all workers see this. It's not just about auto workers, because all workers, you might work in an auto supply plant. There used to be a Ford plant, for example. You're getting underpaid and overworked also. So really, it's a fight that everybody should be in, and fighting for what they want also. And that's when I say it needs to be a bigger fight, including all workers in this country, because they're all facing the same problems. What's happening at the auto plants is not unique to auto. It's happening everywhere, low, underpaid, and overworked.
So recently there was a segment where an NBC personality, Jim Cramer, was saying about how he thinks that if people keep striking, everything's just going to go down to Mexico. How does it make you feel when you hear stuff like that? Well,
he's on the side of the corporations. That's all. He's a spokesman for the corporation. So, of course, they're going to give that point of view to try to scare people, okay? So, you know, workers in the past, you know, when workers face, you know, the threat of losing work, having a plant shut down, guess what they did? They sat down the plant so they couldn't move anything. That's what the sit-down strike was about in Flint, you know, back in 1937. So workers have a way to deal with that, too.
So when you see the way, like these big companies are treating their workers, and then you hear this rhetoric from them like, oh, we're a big family, we treat you like family, how does that make you feel?
It's a joke. It's a joke. That's all PR and propaganda, and anybody who works here knows what the truth is.
What are kind of your words of encouragement to some of the new generation of workers here at the UAW?
Just to see that the only way you get what you need is by fighting for it. You know, all the things that the UAW got in the past, the things that we lost, like cost of living, pensions, annual raises, okay, reasonable working conditions, those were all fought for. Okay, and we haven't seen any big fights for a number of years, so maybe people don't realize how we got it. But as you can see, once we lost it, the only way to get it back is to fight for it.
So, and just speaking more broadly here, have you always been here in Detroit?
Yes.
And so how would you say like Detroit has changed over the years, and where do you feel like Detroit's at with labor right now? There's been a lot of solidarity honking, which has been really cool to see.
Yes, I mean, Detroit's a working class city, and that's why we're getting all support. People are showing you support as they drive by.
Thanks for talking to us, Gary.
all right.
Yeah, good seeing you again, man.
Okay.
Thank you. So people are showing up here, and, you know, I mean, that's amazing that they're retired and they're still showing up to show their solidarity to their brothers and sisters who are fighting this fight now. I mean, it's really encouraging to see. I mean, I just think that's awesome. I mean, we talked to several retired people today who are saying, hey, yeah, I'm retired, but instead of, you know, going out and golfing or whatever, you know, not that I'm saying don't enjoy your retirement. Of course, you should enjoy your retirement, but it's nice to also stop by here and show your support. That's pretty incredible. So we'll see if some more folks want to talk to us. Yeah, let's see. Sir, would you like to do an interview with us, please?
No.
No, you're good? Okay, no worries. I think Jordan interviewed him. Yeah, we'll see if he wants to talk again. Hey, sir, can we interview you? No, not today? Okay, no worries. Said not today. You can't get everybody. Can't do it every day. I mean, I get it. It's like I talked. I said my piece. But for anyone just tuning in, we are here in Wayne, Michigan. We're at the Ford plant, the UAW strike, day 22. That's 22. John has been here all 22 days. John's on the camera. Colin is behind the scenes making this stream work. I'm Ron Placone. And the live stream happened at 2 p.m. Eastern. And the big takeaway was that, well, there were a couple big takeaways. One of the big one was all of the EV plants are going to be unionized. So that's a step in a good direction. They've come around on some living wages. So there's some steps in good directions, but not out of the woods yet. The strike is going to continue. And they, according to Shawn Fain, there's still a lot of cards to play as far as shutting down all three companies. So we'll see what happens. I mean, we'll see how this ends.
In fact, no additional plants went on strike, right?
No, yeah, at least not that I heard. I mean, I could only, you know, we were watching it on our phones, you know, as there was a lot of noise. So we all caught as much of the live stream as we could. But yeah. We'll take a walk. We're gonna start walking. All right. Yeah, it's true. We haven't been to any other gates yet. So we might. Ma'am, could we interview you? Not today? All right. No worries. All right. Yeah, let's just walk down some others. See who might want to talk to us. We're here live. You are watching Status Coup. I am Ron Placone. John Farina is on the ones and twos. And this thing blew away earlier. Now it's like really weighed down. Oh, you know what? I realized I left my Gatorade.
Okay, good.
Here, let me go grab my Gatorade. Gatorade is not an official sponsor, but I feel like they should be. I feel like I just did a free commercial for them. Didn't mean to, but really, it's like, look at Ron Placone sprinting for that Gatorade. It must be really important. You know, it does a good job hydrating you. I mean, that's just the reality. And you know, there's a fire pit, and you know, 'tis the season where hydration's really important. You know, that's just the world we live in. So I needed to run to get the Gatorade. But we'll go down here to another gate. We will be in Chicago tomorrow. Big solidarity event in Chicago. We will be there live covering it. Myself and John Farina. So that's going to be exciting. John, is it going to be your first time in Chicago? No. Oh, okay.
I was there last weekend.
Oh, wow. All right, so it's super not your first time. Fair enough. Smash that like button. Like this stream. Share it. Tell your friends. Become a member if you can. So we're going down to another gate here. This is the plant.
Good. If you want to see if anybody will call.
Excuse me. Could we interview you? Could we interview you?
What's up?
Could we interview you, please?
I'm not supposed to.
Oh, you're not supposed to?
I'm supposed to strike captains.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm not a strike captain.
You're not a strike cap. Okay, all right. Well, let's see. We already spoke to the captain, so.
Maybe one of them too.
Yeah, here, let's. Excuse me. Excuse me. Could we interview you?
I'd rather not.
You'd rather not. Okay, no worries. Huh? Oh yeah, no. A lot of people have talked to us, but yeah, we know it's not for everybody. I totally understand. No worries, no problem at all. I have a feeling these people. I don't know if they want to be interviewed, but we'll try. I get the vibe they probably don't want to be interviewed, but we'll try.
Yeah.
I get the vibe they're like, let's keep walking down so those people don't follow us. I could be totally wrong. That could just be the way they're walking, but we'll see. We're not going to go to. All right. So, well, do we have some more chats? Do we have some more? We probably have some more chats to get to. All right. Let's see here. I think he just sent some more. Oh, okay. Excuse me, sir. Could we interview you? No? You don't? Okay, no worries. Go ahead and ask. Can we interview you, sir? Could we interview you?
Sure.
All right, cool. So we're with Status Coup. We're an online news. We've actually been here the entirety of the strike.
I'm actually aware of you guys. I started getting a lot of my information from out here on the picket line from you guys.
Well, thanks so much. That's awesome to hear. What's your name, man?
My name's Justin Gonzalez. Justin Gonzalez?
Justin Gonzalez. Thanks for being here. How long have you been a UAW member?
About 4 years.
So, why are you out here today?
We're out here trying to get a record deal, because of record profits.
So, did you see the live stream earlier?
Yes, I did.
So, how did you feel? I know that the one of the big takeaways was, okay, the EV plants are going to be unionized. That's cool. That's a win. They didn't fight as much as we thought they would. But how did you kind of feel overall? Were you inspired? Do you think things are going in the right direction?
It was a little underwhelming, honestly, knee-jerk reaction. But ultimately, we feel we're in good hands with our UAW representation, and we feel like they'll get us a deal that we deserve.
So, do you feel like this is a generational struggle for labor?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we've been left behind. Obviously, we made concessions to save them before that we're supposed to come back. So we're just asking for what we deserve and to be taken along for the ride like they have been.
So when you hear things like, oh, we're a big family, and you hear the employer saying you're a big family, meanwhile somebody has a heart attack on the line, you're just supposed to basically push them aside. How does that type of stuff make you feel?
Well, a lot of that stuff is exaggerated, right? So, ultimately, we want to have a good relationship with these companies. And at the end of the day, we want a deal that's beneficial for both sides.
So what are some of the biggest points for you that it's like, these are what we need to win?
Honestly, an increase in pay, obviously. And for me, I'm somebody who's actively fighting cancer, so retiree health care, that's a big deal for someone like me. And I know there's a lot of retirees that have health problems as well. So that's a big deal for me. The temp thing and the tier thing and the process of getting to top pay, those are all huge wins. Obviously, that battery thing with GM, that's a huge win. And, yeah, I mean, it's looking good so far.
How do you feel about all the solidarity honks? I mean, this Status Coup's been here the whole time, but this is my first day, so a lot of solidarity honks, and it does make me feel good. How's that?
It's definitely refreshing because, standing out here, you can get a little bored, you can get a little, just, down even, and the honks really mean a lot to us,
So let's talk a little bit about the work itself. I mean, it is very demanding on your body. Can you speak a little bit to your experience?
Yeah, it's definitely physical labor. It's not for everybody, but I wouldn't say that it's the worst, I've definitely done worse for less pay.
What are some examples of worse?
Just general labor, like general ununion labor. That's hell.
But how important is a union then to protect workers?
Oh, it's very necessary because I feel like a lot of these places see you as just a number, and the UAW makes them see you as people rather than just a number on a piece of paper.
So what's the biggest takeaway you want the public to have with this strike in general?
That we're people out here, we're people just like them, and we're just trying to get what we deserve. We're not trying to ask for any more or any less than that.
So you mentioned that you watch Status Coup some, which thank you so much for that. Is there anything you want to let the Status Coup fam know? We're live now.
Stay with these guys. They're out here supporting us, and they're out getting the real news.
Thank you so much for that, man. Thanks for being here. Cheers. There you have it. There you have it. Picking up the Gatorade, like you do. This is, I do feel great with this Freddie Mercury mic, by the way. I've never gotten to use the Freddie Mercury mic firsthand. This is my first time. So why don't we'll try to get like another person or two. I think for the most part we kind of covered everybody. The guy in the hoodie? Okay. No, yeah, that's a no. Which, it's not for everybody. All right, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Thank you. Ma'am, can we interview you? No? We were told you're a great interview. You sure? All right, okay. All right. No worries. He put the pressure on her.
Yeah.
He's like, she'll do it. I won't do it. She'll do it. She's got it. All right, we'll ask this gentleman. And then that might be end of the line. Sir, could we interview you? Could we interview you? No? All right, no worries. Cheers, man.
All right, let's go back to the main gate.
All right.
All right, we'll do one more trip back to the main gate. We'll hang out there, see if we get anybody else to talk. Some workers are still a little hesitant, even though Shawn Fain has told the workers to, speak to the media, get your stories out, especially us, Status Coup. People are very comfortable talking with us. So hopefully...
yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we get another one or two in there. And we'll also get to your chats here in just a bit. I know we got a little more. We'll get to that in just a little bit. And if you'd like to leave one, please do so. And in the meantime, of course, smash the like button. Share this stream. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your enemies. Tell everybody. Tell everybody to tune in right now. A lot of solidarity honks. What's up, John?
So I showed a little bit of the firewood that was being delivered. As it gets colder, they have the burn barrels going, and occasionally people from the neighborhood will come and deliver firewood to them and anything else that they might need, because it does get cold here at night.
Yeah, no kidding. It is October.
Yeah.
It is October in the Midwest. And also, we are up in Detroit, man. This is like, we're not too far from Canada.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, no, you're not
across the
kidding.
river.
We're right across the river. It does get cold at night. That's 100% true. And it is really sunny today, though, huh? Like, it feels
Sunny but windy.
It is windy, yes. Well, For those of you who've been with us the entire time, you saw that tent straight ahead. You saw that tent take a trip. That tent blew all across the street, almost onto the opposing highway. Fortunately, you know, nobody got hurt. It didn't hit a car or anything like that, and they were able to safely retrieve it. But that was a little bit of a moment. That was definitely someone could make a meme out of that moment. Maybe somebody will. Who knows? Maybe somebody will. But we'll see if there's anyone who we didn't ask yet. I don't know if there is, but yeah, I think we kind of. Let's see. Well, I think we've asked everybody here. Yeah, I don't see any new faces. Yeah, I think we've either already interviewed or asked everybody. So we'll do some super chats here. You want me to stand here? So let me see. I know we got a few new ones. All right, here's the third. Lisa Spans, $5. Thank you so much for that, Lisa. Michael Block, $2. Fly Chomper Fly, what's up? Shout out to Colin and John, getting voices heard. Lauren Bastain, how are you, Lauren? I've been screwed by Ford in every way possible. Nancy Bernard, what's up? Good to see you, Nancy. It's so great to see you doing interviews with the striking UAW workers, Ron. Love seeing you on Status Coup. Thank you to John. You're amazing, on the ground for 3 weeks. Yeah, thank you so much for that, Nancy. And yeah, shout out to John. John's been here all 22 days. John has been holding down the fort. I think that makes John is an unofficial resident now. He is an expert in the area. He is a Detroit aficionado. He knows all of the dispensaries. They're all on a first name basis with him. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? But yeah. John's been here a long time. And seriously, guys, it's amazing to be able to do this. It's an honor for me to be out here, and it's so incredible that we're able to be on the ground covering this for you, because we're the only outlet that does this. We really are. And it's such an honor and a privilege to be able to do it and to be able to get these stories from the workers. And it's so important because, you know, one of the things about the United States is that it's so freaking huge. And because it's so huge, a lot of times people don't really know what each other goes through. They don't know what it's like for the auto workers, and they don't know what it's like for the people at the John Deere factory, and they don't know what it's like for the people making crackers for Nabisco, and they don't know what it's like for creatives in Los Angeles who are trying to get a living wage for writing and acting, and they don't know what it's like for the teachers or the nurses. And it's so important that here at Status Coup we're able to go on the ground as much as we can for all the labor struggles we can to tell these stories. And you know what? We all find out that it's like, gee, in so many ways, a lot of these struggles are similar. A lot of these labor struggles are very, very similar, whereas just all the people at the top are making all the money, and they're not sharing, and they're not giving workers their fair due, and they're asking workers to make the sacrifice, and then they're not holding up their end of the bargain. In 2008, these workers were asked to make the sacrifice. Hey, take a little less short term because the economy's bad, but then we're going to make it right. Well, guess what? They never made it right. They never, ever made it right. And then more recently, in 2020, throughout the pandemic, workers everywhere were asked to make the sacrifice. Hey, come in, put your health in danger. We're going to make it right. Well, and then they never did. And so people have had to go on strike. And people have had to go on strike in virtually every industry. And this is just one of many.
We're seeing the largest nurses strike in LA right now.
Yep. Largest nurses strike going on in LA. A big hospitality strike in LA. Of course, SAG-AFTRA is still on strike. The writers, they do have a tentative agreement with the writers, but SAG-AFTRA is still going. Let me just we'll get back to the chats here. Michael Block, what's up, Michael? Equal pay, no more tears. Amen to that, Michael. Michael, you're back again. $20. Thank you so much for that. Equal pay, no more tears. And 00083 with $2. Thank you so much for that. And guys, we got a little more here. Got another Michael Block. What's up, Michael Block? You're back again. Equal pay, no more tears. Amen to that, Michael. And we got Dave L. What's up, Dave? Good to see you, my friend. Always cool to see Ron. Thank you so much for that, Dave. Great to hear about the latest round of concessions from the manufacturers. Yeah, I mean, today, this was definitely one for the W column. You know, we still have a long way to go. I don't think anyone is denying that. I don't think Shawn Fain was sugarcoating that. He was very, deliberate there, where he's like, hey, we're not out of the woods, but here's a few wins. We're going to be in Chicago tomorrow. We're making progress, and we're still holding some more cards to play. Those were his words. Good way to put it. So we'll see what happens. I tend to agree with what a lot of the workers were saying here, that it's going to take shutting it down in all three places. That's what I think is likely going to be the case. But we'll see. I mean, they conceded on the EV union plants. They conceded on that quicker than folks thought they would. So, but, again, still a long way to go. So we'll see. There's still a lot of unknowns. Thank you, guys. I will mention again, for everyone watching in the Los Angeles area, I have a big show on October 21st. That's in San Pedro, California, my neighborhood. I'm producing a series there. First show is October 21st. You can get tickets at my website, ronplacone.com. And if we reach our membership goal today, I will send an advanced screener. It'll just be a web link, but I'll send an advanced screener of a vertical movie that is premiering in Rome. Right after the premiere in Rome, I will send it to you before it is released to the public. That's something I'll do for all the members who sign up today. Please help us get to our goal of 15. So please, if you sign up today, that's a little perk that you get from me. You're going to get an advanced copy of a vertical movie I made, electronic copy. I'm not gonna mail you a VHS tape or anything like that. Would you even want such a thing? Come on. But I will send you a web link of an unreleased vertical movie that I made if you sign up today. So please, 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 if you are able, become a member today. You can go to statuscoup.com/join for $5 a month or $10 a month. $5 a month ends up being 16 cents a day. $10, 33 cents a day. And look, I know times are tough. We all know that. Times are tough. So if that's not you, that's totally okay. But if that is you, if you're thinking, hey, I can spare an extra $5 a month, I can spare an extra $10 a month, please consider supporting on-the-ground journalism. Because that's what we do with your membership here. When you become a member, of Status Coup, you're not giving your money for us to sit around in an air-conditioned studio babbling about, whatever the latest is on Twitter. That's not what we do here. We go to places like this. We go and we cover strikes, and we cover labor movements, and we cover grassroots efforts, and we cover protests. That's what we do here. And, of course, we do some studio stuff, too. But we do on-the-ground stuff, and that takes resources, and that takes finances, and that takes planning, and it's not always easy. That's why nobody else does it. If it was, everyone would do this. If it was easy. It's not. That's why Status Coup is the only organization that does it at this level. So please, if you are able, statuscoup.com/join. And can we maybe, I'm getting a little bit of irritation from the smoke. I hate to feel it, but it's kind of like hit me in the face, and I'm like, all right. That's a new person. Yes, we'll see if we can get one more chat here.
And you got two people coming and walking this way.
Ma'am, can we interview you? Can we interview you? Yeah, we're with Status Coup. We just want to talk to you some about the strike. Sure, it'd be cool to talk to you. I'd love to talk to you. Real quick? No? All right. Okay, no worries. Thank you. All right. All right, we got two new people coming through. We'll see if maybe they want to talk. Excuse me. Could we interview you? No? Okay. No worries. No worries. Thank you. Hi. I think we, all right, I think we got all we're going to get for now.
Yeah, let me,
Some people were, some people are excited to talk to you on camera. Some people, they're a little shy. It's okay. I get it. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, wait there. Let me just check the chat.
Yeah, let's check the chat. We'll get to everyone's super chat before we sign out here, and we'll see a member update too. Our goal is 15 a day, folks. So please help us get to that goal. Do we have any updates?
No. you get the fourth one?
I got, yeah, I think,
3 and 4?
yeah, I got 3 and 4. Let me double check. We'll of course go through all the, we'll do a summary here. Yeah. All right, well, so shout out. So thank you again, Dave L., Michael Block. Thank you again to, oh, we got more, by the way. But I'll continue. Lisa Spans, Michael Block, Fly Chomper Fly, Lauren Baston, Nancy Bernard, Michael Block, 00083. Then let me get to, all right, I need Andy, Tony, and I'm missing 2. Oh, wait, here we go. Second, Jay, Mary, Christine, and let me get to the new ones here. Cat Faye Garrett, what's up? How are you, Cat Faye? Michigan is a tough crowd. Thanks for being the boots on the ground in the class war, Ron. Solidarity. Thank you so much for that, Cat Faye Garrett. And of course, I know that Michigan's your place. I met you at the show, so good to see you. And Cat Faye Garrett, there you are again. And thanks to John and Colin too. You guys rock. Thank you so much for that, Cat Faye Garrett. And John Ramsey, how are you, John? $20. Thank you so much for that. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Are we walking?
No, I'm just showing the firewood delivery.
Oh yeah. This is this helps make sure no one gets cold, because it drops at night, folks. Canada's just across the river. That's why if you grow up in Detroit, when you turn 19, you usually take a road trip to Canada. Because you can get booze. So that is something you do. So there's the firewood delivery. I mean, yeah, very well organized. I mean, it's like, there was pizza, there was firewood. It was, well orchestrated operation here, and things are kind of slowing down. Some people are fizzling out. Some people are making deliveries, taking off, And this is just how it works, and this is important, and this is essential. So I think we're all caught up now. So let's see if there's ask Colin if there's any member updates. No member updates.
5 new members.
All right, we got 5. And of course, all 5 of the members, I will make sure I get your emails, and I will send you that additional perk. I'll send you a movie to check out right after the premiere. It premieres next week, so right after that, I will make sure I send it to you guys. That'll be before it's released to the public. So that's something that I will offer all new Status Coup members for as long as I'm here. That'll apply for the duration. So yeah, and all right, we're gonna wrap it up. This smoke is. Are you you got to be thirsty, John? How are you not? The smoke is like when the smoke's all around and you're talking, it hits you, and you got to just sip some Gatorade. And you know what? You can use the promo code Status Coup. No, you can't. Gatorade should pay for this. Yeah, no, Gatorade should really. I mean, come on, Gatorade. If somebody from Gatorade is watching, we do important work here. And look, I appreciate Frost or whatever. So come to the table. Guys, I'm Ron Placone reporting for Status Coup. We are here in Wayne, Michigan, at the Ford plant, of course, at the UAW Strike, day 22. We have been here, Status Coup, not myself, but Status Coup has been here since day 1, and John has actually been here since day 1. John has been here since day 1, holding down the fort on the 1s and 2s. Colin, of course, is remote on the 1s and 2s as well, so shout out to Colin. And, of course, shout out to Jordan and Tina and everyone else in the Status Coup crew. And thank you so much to all of our members who make this possible. Without you, we could not do this. So please, if you are able, go to statuscoup.com/join. You can sign up at the $5 or $10 a month level, which ends up being 16 cents or 33 cents a day. Please, it allows us to continue to do this. Journalism takes resources, and those resources are not necessarily cheap. But we know how important this is, and we're basically filling in the void that the corporate media leaves empty. I mean, John and I were watching cable news earlier today, which is something I never frickin' do. But John and I were doing it because because we wanted to see if they were going to bring up the UAW strike to help inform our questions today and help inform our coverage today. So we were watching cable news. Each of us had a wastebasket next to us in case we needed to vomit. It was unbelievable. I mean, there was Jim Cramer just rambling about nothing. There was no way he was sober. There was no way he was not sober. Just rambling. So that's what they do. They have all the money in the frickin' world. They're owned by Comcast, one of the most powerful corporations in the world. They could be here many times over, but no, they're not in places like this. They're not in Flint. They're not covering anything on the ground. Instead, they're sitting in an air-conditioned studio, crapping on the working class, parroting a PR piece from corporations, and some of them, Jim Cramer at least, isn't able to stay sober when he does it because he's so frickin' ridiculous. He's got to just numb the frickin' pain. Well, you know what? The only influence I'm under right now is this thirst-quenching Gatorade, folks. And let me shout out the members one more time, then we will sign out here. Thank you guys so much for being part of this. And shout out to new members. What's up, John?
And I do believe Jordan's going to do a members chat.
Oh, Jordan's doing a members chat.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
When's that happening?
It's happening
soon.
Probably this month.
It's happening at some point. Jordan is going to do a members chat. Some of you may be aware Jordan recently made a person, so he has to do some person tending to. But he is going to do a members chat very, very soon. And shout out to those new members: Larry, D Squared, Frank Greenan, Hope Dotson, Dallin Shields. We got one more. We got new member Susan. Shout out one more. We got new member Susan. Can we get another? But yeah, we got Larry, D Squared, Frank Greenan, Hope Dotson, Dallin Shields, and Susan. And again, shout out to all of our super chats: Armando, Tony D, Fly Chomper Fly, Ariana, Andy, Tony. Let me get to the second one here. I want to make sure everyone gets one more shout out. Mary, thank you so much. Christine Bark, Jay, thank you so very much. All right, number 3 here. Lisa, thank you. Michael, Fly Chomper Fly. Lauren, Nancy, Michael Block 00083. And we got Michael Block, Dave L. Thank you all so much. And we got Cat Faye Garrett and John Ramsey. Thank you all so very much. Shout out to all of our members. Thank you for being here. And tomorrow, so let me go ahead and read the details here for tomorrow. We are going to be at Stand Up Chicago, which in my world sounds like I'm doing a gig, but that's not actually what it is. It is a UAW event. Stand Up Chicago, it's a solidarity rally to make things right at the Big Three. Shawn Fain is going to be here, of course, who's been doing the live streams. He's the UAW president. Brandon Johnson, Mayor of Chicago, will be there. Stacey Davis Gates, the CTU president, will be there. Sarah Nelson of the AFA-CWA will be there. And Brandon Campbell, who's the director of UAW Region 4, will be there. That's going on tomorrow at 2 p.m. I guess that's 2 p.m. Central Time. Because, Chicago Central. Yeah. So it's 2 p.m. Central Time. So we're going to be out in Chicago. We're transferring time zones, John. The only thing we got to do, we got to cross the river, go to Canada, so we can be in it. This is a time zone diverse and country diverse trip. I don't actually. I don't have my passport.
That's not a good thing.
I know. No, I didn't. Well, hey, next time. But yeah, we'll be in Chicago tomorrow, October 7th. And we'll be there at 2 p.m. Central. We'll be going live. We'll probably be going live around that time, right? Like approximately.
2 p.m. Central. What is that? That's an hour behind.
Yeah, so that's 1 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
1 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, and that would be 10 a.m. Pacific time. Sometimes because I live in California, I go backwards. I'll be like, 1 p.m. Eastern, that's 4 p.m. Pacific. No, it's not. No, reverse it. Calm down. You're not at home. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Shout out to all of our new members. Shout out to everyone for your super chats. Thank you so much. This is Ron Placone. And I will plug one more time. All Los Angeles area viewers, I will be in San Pedro on October 21st. That's my last big show of the year. We have had Status Coup crew at every show I've done this year. That includes Edinburgh, Scotland. So don't let me down in my own neighborhood, Status Coup folks. I want to see you. You can get tickets now, ronplacone.com, October 21st, 8 p.m. Shout out to John on the ones and twos. Shout out to Colin on the ones and twos. Shout out to Jordan and Tina and all the Status Coup family. And, of course, to all of our members, everyone who gives a super chat, everyone who likes and shares these videos, and make sure you're subscribed. Thank you so much. We couldn't do this without you. These stories are important, and that's why we're here. So solidarity.